Hello. I'm gonna mute that real quick. Hi, sorry, I was making food. My damn ramen wouldn't, the water wouldn't boil. Man, I thought it only took like 2 minutes to make ramen, man. God damn. But yeah, so the stream's about to start in 2 minutes. It's the final stream for Into the Light. I'm joined by none other than the artist formerly known as the Cola Gaming. And also
Howdy, everyone.
Also thank you for the raid.
Yeah, no worries.
Be sure to check out
my guy, of course.
Be sure to check out Cyrus on the Twitch. Sorry. Check him out on the Twitch. Oh, and thank you, Jamie, for the shout out as well. Hi, Jamie. Also, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, we're a minute away. Thank you. But yeah, so we'll be doing this today. Unfortunately, Goose's dad's a fucking piece of shit and took his internet away because he didn't take the trash out even though it was Easter Sunday, so it would have been delayed anyways. So he won't be joining us today or tonight, so the Cursed Halo Reach will be canceled for tonight, unfortunately. So, I might do something tonight, if not, then womp womp, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, as
Such
ramen,
is life.
it wouldn't be a Destiny stream without some ramen. It's 1 o'clock.
We're in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's good to see you all. Welcome to our third of 3 developer live streams to talk about all the cool stuff coming up.
Hi, Andy.
Into the Light.
Hi.
My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here at Bungie, and we've got an awesome
Andy.
topics to go ahead and cover today. But first things first, we wanted to go ahead and remind you guys of one clarification we made. For starters, all of the weapons in the Brave Arsenal will now be releasing on April 30th.
Yes.
So, just
okay, I'm gonna refresh real quick. Don't mind me.
Yourself to a weapon, so whether you want to go ahead and grab that recluse that you've had your eye on for so long,
the recluse.
Oh, Outbreak's literally on the.
Yeah. Well, we know which one it is.
Well, there's 2 of them. So Icebreaker
Whispers.
is definitely the second one.
Or Whisper, because Whisper's in the background.
Nah, I mean Whisper's been in the background for a while.
That's fair.
I mean, we could also get Hawkmoon back.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Also, we're back to the Pepsi theme. Fuck Coke. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Cheers.
Go ahead and tell you about the wonderful folks I have here just to my left. Some incredible developers here.
Who are you people?
Yeah, who are you?
Here to my left. Friend of the show, one and only Mr. Tom Farnsworth, senior design lead here at Bungie.
Hi, Tom. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
We couldn't possibly let you go.
Get out of my walls.
Of course, I'm the creative lead for Into the Light, but we're really here to talk about all the great work the team has done. These individuals who we work with.
Tom Farnsworthy.
Missions.
Yes.
He's a he, him, and senior developer.
Let's dive in. Let's talk to everybody else here.
Great stuff. We also have, sitting just next to Tom as well, we have Rob Adams, one of the art directors here at Bungie.
Hi, Rob.
Come up with the concept of Into the Light. Rob, welcome.
Say hi to Rob.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you. We have a lot of.
I'm waiting for his name to pop up.
Oh, damn. Sorry.
To dive into here in just a little bit. And of course,
wow, they didn't even do it.
Damn.
They ruined my joke. They ruined my joke.
I didn't hear the third guy's name. God damn it.
For the folks at home that may not be familiar with you or your work, what do you do here at Bungie, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm an activity designer for Into the Light. I worked.
Good
Hi,
morning,
Willie.
Mr. Chang.
Excellent. Well, with that, we may as well start diving into the show at hand. We have a lot of cool stuff to start with. In addition to, like we mentioned, some awesome.
Also, don't mind me eating my ramen,
Whisper
but I will mute.
0 Hour, which will both
See, told you.
Feature, craftable versions of each weapon.
Sam.
But let's go ahead and start at the top with the Whisper. We've had a chance to go ahead and kind of pull back the curtain and look behind the scenes a little bit. Let's go ahead and start from the very top. Rob, you were there when it all started. Why did Bungie make the Whisper?
It's so hot.
Well, I think in the first few months,
My ramen's so
I
hot.
want to say like the first 3 to 5 months.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
It felt like the game was pretty well known, you know, and kind of like discovered. And it just needed some big secret to be found by the players. And
Yo, I get to hear my favorite lines from Destiny again.
Our community quite a bit. Like it would just go
There
really
is
well.
no
We hoped it would at
light
least.
here.
And we had all
I
this
get to run
nostalgia
away
for
from Plank again.
Glass and Black Spindle.
Oh, yeah.
And then one day we were just sitting
What was
there
its name again? Like Kevin or something?
Black Spindle, we made it a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
speaking of,
Oh god, I don't
we've
even
got
remember. It's
here
been
on
so
screen,
long.
kind of some, if we
It's
can call it
been
this,
so
original
what
concept
the
art,
fuck?
Yeah, that's concept.
What the
Tell us a
fuck?
little bit about what we're looking at here.
Well, that's actually the very first whiteboard drawing. When we got
So
all
you
excited,
go
we ran to the
there,
conference room and we
and
started,
then
drawing
here,
what this could do,
and
Yeah.
then
what
you'll
we
end
would
up
wanna build.
here. It just says
And really,
jump.
this kind of shows some of the magic.
There's so
formula,
many
you know,
people that are like,
we had
recycle,
a
recycle. Shut the fuck up.
contract, really, we called it a contract, and this was an unspoken.
I love how
agreement
people like
between
were
us, the
asking for
devs,
this, and
the
then
hardcore
everyone's like,
whispering
no, I didn't want
The
that.
agreement was,
Yeah, no, it was
if
more
we can
just
pass
one
a
person in
test
the
where
chat that said
your
that.
mind
Oh,
is
I know.
gonna be
Still,
tested
it's like,
to
shut the
fight
Fucking
fuck.
pieces of shit,
right?
dude.
Uh,
So I
you're gonna be tested, and you're gonna be
don't
able
associate with
to
anything.
pass these tests,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Your
There's
movement,
good in
your
this
mind,
community, but it all gets drowned out by the
if you
bad,
pass
and
these
it's
tests, you're gonna be
mostly all the
rewarded with
Twitter
great power.
dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the contract. And so one of the other things we did. And you can see
Newsflash,
up
don't be a
here in
dickhead or you
the
get banned
upper
from
left,
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a little crack, and then
Trevor,
the path
that's what his name
continues.
is.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
Trevor.
that's the red herring. And so we thought,
From
well,
GTA 5?
rather than lead players by the nose and have a bunch of narrative.
Hey guys, we updated Trevor. Now he's Trevor Phillips from GTA 5, and he hunts you down with a fucking a boomstick.
Yeah, he charges
and they
you
go
and just
blazing
says,
right
"Well, I
past
did steal
the
his
actual
wife."
opening. So we knew that, or we were pretty confident that was going to appeal to the hardcore.
And he
players.
goes, he's like, oh my god!
Right.
They could then
Yeah.
bring their friends in and show them, and then we would have the videos, you
Yeah.
know, with the walkthroughs, and it would just appeal to.
Yeah.
to
As they
those
let their
people.
friends go first that first
And
time,
then,
watch
like,
it
just
fall
how he
off.
killed Johnny, he steps on your head and he calls you a
Also,
cunt.
too, is, you know, to kind of focus a little bit more on the art
Like,
direction
cunt,
as well.
cunt.
I think, to put it lightly, the vibe.
Dude,
Yeah,
they
was
did
really
Johnny dirty in
intense.
GTA 5.
You
I was
sort
so
of like
sad by that.
imagining that space and bringing
Oh,
it to
that's so
life.
cool.
Yeah, well, we wanted this like intense mystery vibe, right? The mystery of I'm on IO and I found this place that I've never seen, I didn't know existed,
Yeah.
and where does it go?
I
right, in
remember,
that mystery, and also the feeling
like,
of dread.
Yeah.
when
And
IO
and
was
so-
still there,
Yeah,
Mhm.
glitching
it's easy to
into
get a
the,
vibe if
the
you
Whisper
listen to
mission
one
and just
type of
jump
Oh, you
music,
can.
for example.
Yeah.
So we were
Did
watching
it-
I remember
Stranger
I did
Things
that.
and listening
Did
to
it still have, like,
soundtrack, and I got
the
really into
voice
you know,
cues and
building
shit?
No.
this traversal
Mm.
No,
puzzle.
unfortunately
It has
not.
a really consistent vibe.
Makes it
because
a lot
was just one
scarier,
type of
though.
music that was listening
Or,
to
like,
the-
Yeah.
you know, you get, like, that
People
scary
are
vibe, 'cause it's all
online
dark
and
and shit, and you don't,
right, honestly.
you know, there's
Also, too,
nothing,
we've
you know,
got
to
another
it.
picture as well of the infamously titled Green Room as well.
Yo.
There was a really cool anecdote you had kind of about the development process of this. What was it like bringing
It's the
this
A
kind
News.
of very iconic, I guess I'd say, Destiny room to life?
Yeah, well, this is funny because there was this thing that we
Ball.
wanted to try, right?
The
Make
ball's
a
the
room
clitoris.
that has a
Ball.
trap in the center. That if you mess up, you end up going
It's
down
the
the trap.
clit.
And you get punished.
Yo,
for
I
it,
found the
you get out,
clit.
You end up back in the room, and it just happens again and again and again. And there's all these different ways that you try to find your way out of this room.
Right.
So the test was to make a tiny version of this, like 1/4 scale, and we brought it into the playtest lab. We had Cosmo and Dylan. We had a bunch of
Cosmo.
testers and designers in there.
Yeah.
And I just waited, right? And I waited for someone to find the hidden shortcut, right? Like, what would happen what's going to happen when they find that hidden shortcut?
Yeah.
And so the first person that found it, they just screamed and started laughing, and then everybody started finding it. And based on that reaction, we knew we had something good. And then it got scaled up into what you see here. And back to the vibe thing again.
Yeah.
When this got built, all I did was listen to Black Sabbath, the first 6 albums, like over and over.
Yeah.
So it just has that really
Good
really
choice, good choice.
consistent vibe all the way through. That's just a trick that the whole team uses to get.
He just listened to Iron Man on
or
repeat.
vibe
Yeah.
consistent.
We're going to go ahead also, too, and start jumping the activity so we can see this this vibe up close and personal as well. But here we are. We're back in the Whisper as well. Really quickly, too, off the top, Willie, when it comes to, you know, bringing these...
Hey,
forward,
welcome
bringing
back,
them to the modern
Whisper.
era of Destiny, what were some of the bigger challenges
Welcome
you had
back,
to overcome
my
in order to make sure they were
long-awaited
fitting for the
friend.
sandbox?
I don't know. I feel like I'm like
so
one of the
sandbox
only
wise,
people
players
in like our
nowadays
friend
pack
group
a
that
lot more
actually
power than
liked
they
the
did
Whisper
before.
mission.
I liked it.
People can clear
Oh.
rooms of ads from these activities.
My
back
boy.
when,
My
they're in the
boy.
natural state,
Yeah.
just like extra
My
room cooking,
boy.
So we had to beef up the number of combatants that are in
Of
these
course, they're doing the
encounters,
skip.
and, later on, I might talk more about.
Yo, low key, I just got a tear in my eye.
Totally, yeah, yeah. We can
When I heard Zol's voice.
Also, too, really
Mhm.
quickly, you know, back
dude,
in
I
the
miss Zol.
day, there was was a very bespoke way of getting into the Whisper. You had
Yeah.
kind of hang out on IO, wait for this mysterious portal.
Mhm.
But we've made some changes to that as well. I think you were mentioning before we.
It's
hopped
probably
on
going to
the
be in
air.
Legends.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was a victim of it, right? We had the public event with the RNG. And
Oh
right
my
one, and, you know,
god.
one time I tried to take a coworker through on a Saturday, and we
Yeah.
spent like 7 hours. Just
Yeah.
trying to
Oh,
get
it's
a few
still
runs
timed,
because
too.
because the public
Oh,
event was
yeah.
timed.
Right.
And that we just had to change that, right? And the team was excited about having a new, benefactor, a new character that you go. And
Everyone
choose.
says
So
Deep
you'll
Stone
talk to
Lullaby is the
Born,
best,
everyone's
like,
gonna tell you
soothing
some
song in
stuff
Destiny.
that
No,
might get
Whisper
away.
is.
Smart. Yeah.
Mhm.
But you're not
No,
gonna
I
have to
saw
go
I saw
with the
someone say
frustrating,
Taking Ghosts coming
trigger
back.
to get in anymore.
Ooh.
No, that's always good to hear. Giving a chance, especially
What's
people
that?
are going to come back in here
Oh.
multiple times.
It was,
That was
Mountaintop.
not there the
builds
last
up their
time.
craftable
What?
Exotics.
That
Obviously a pretty
thing that
key
he just
component.
The
shot.
Also, too,
Yeah,
is
the
I think
Vex brick.
it's worth mentioning that this has undergone more changes than just the combat landscape.
Yeah.
For the veteran players who are coming in,
Oh, I thought he was
folks
gonna
like
fucking
myself that
rocket
have really
jump.
Kind of had a lot of this committed to memory.
He might.
How have you gone ahead and made sure that it's fresh for those veteran guardians out there?
Yeah, well, the goal was, how is this going to be?
I mean, the
exactly
ship
what you
is
just
coming
said,
back,
right? Like, if I-
obviously.
if I
Oh
play
my god,
games,
yes! I
I've
still
seen
need to
people
get
play
that.
games, I've guided people through. Maybe I've
Maybe
made a
I'm
video
wrong
on how
about
to
that.
get
I
in there.
hope.
How's it gonna
I never
feel?
got that or the
Like,
Catalyst.
what's going to be cool for me
Yeah.
to go in and do it again? And that was the goal that the team had. And it,
See you motherfuckers, it ain't recycled, now shut the fuck up.
Like, we're going to change this, we're going to
Yeah.
do that, we're going to... And I was really excited about it.
Yeah.
So Tom was in this meeting. So
You've taken
I
shit
show
out.
up, and there's like, 15, 20 people.
Mhm.
And
I'm
they
gonna
presented
zoom
this
up
whole
with that.
plan. And I had my
It's
list
lost
all
if you
ready to
didn't-
go, and I
oh,
was
shut
going to
the
wait.
fuck
I was
up.
going to listen to all the proposal and everything, and then
Yeah.
start giving ideas and stuff. And when they finally finished presenting
Oh,
this
and
plan
dead.
for how to update this thing, I just deleted my list because it was like it was.
Oh, I
way
thought he was gonna
better
get
and
pushed
cooler
again.
than anything that I'd come up with.
Clutch.
Yeah.
It's just so neat to see like a fresh take on it.
This
So,
was the,
if you think you know where the chests
this was
are,
the
if you think
first,
you know where all the secrets
thing in
are,
Destiny to
if you
have
think you
those,
know where
right?
all the surprises are,
Yeah.
you
The
don't,
taking push
because
pads?
the
Mhm.
difference, all those
No,
old
I'm
guides
pretty
and all the old
sure-
walkthroughs, they're gonna have to be
I'm pretty sure we
remade.
had them
Even though I'll just give one away. When you first get in, there's that first
in
secret chest
in
room
one
on
of
the
the
right.
IO missions.
The anomaly has taken care of that. It's not there anymore.
Anomaly is
Yeah.
taking care of it.
There's
So,
more surprises.
to
Oh,
the-
did
to
you hear
the
that?
Steam guide writers to the game.
The
fast
first,
players, make
secret
YouTube
chest
videos,
thing or whatever it is, the
YouTube is gonna
anomaly
be in
took
order
care of
sometime
it,
soon.
meaning it's
Oh, yeah.
probably,
By the sounds
they
of it.
took that
Yeah,
out.
That's really exciting. Also, too, are there any other changes that you guys are particularly excited about when it comes to the Whisper? We're going to move on to 0 Hour here in a little bit, but before we conclude our journey here, Willie, actually on your side, are there any changes in particular that you're excited about with this updated version?
I'm excited about the way that the boss fight has changed
Yeah.
for
Oh, no.
this activity.
Interesting.
Was it like 3
We'll
bosses?
leave that to folks to go ahead and discover on their own when it comes to the launch date of the Whisper. But yes, this is a first look for the folks out there who are looking to go ahead and make sure that they're ready on day one to go ahead and add.
It's gonna be a
Exotic
Taken
into their
Tanix now.
collection.
That's gonna be the
Yeah.
boss.
Obviously, the Whisper is going to be there for you.
Him and
So we don't wanna
Kelgroth.
spoil all of it. You'll have it in your hands soon enough. And also, some folks.
Yo,
out there
what if they
who
made
haven't
Zol
played,
the
so we
fucking
don't wanna
final
go ahead and
boss?
cover too many
That
of the
would be
mysteries.
cool.
Dude, I would fucking lose my
Up
shit.
Next, we've also got obviously another iconic one, 0 Hour. Let's start from the top. Can you explain, Rob, the concept behind Trevor? You've obviously got an homage to him on
He's
your
talking
I
about
have my
Trevor.
shirt, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell us a little
Yeah,
bit about what
They
the
gotta bring that
original
back.
concept was?
So Trevor was really inspired by this. There's this Japanese game show called Takeshi's Castle, and it's been around a while. And it's great because it has all these physical challenges and people getting knocked down or flipped over and stuff and trying to get through things and there's just a lot of comparisons to what we try to do in
Sounds like
Destiny.
Wipeout.
We've borrowed from that show and shows like it for a long time for cool ideas. And they have this one bit where the contestants try to get up this hill, and there's this big fake boulder that comes down the hill.
Yeah.
Right? And there's these little like side rooms, like little pockets that they
Right.
can try to get into.
Oh,
And so we were
I
like,
already
"Man,
know where the inspiration
if we had
is.
something like that in the middle of this mission, that would be amazing,
Yeah.
right? Like, and so we had this thing that we called.
go.
There it is.
Yeah, we got some concept art up on the
Yeah.
screen now.
So we had this thing that we called the hazard for a long time. The hazard is going to get you, right? And it's going to come down at you. And on the left,
They
you
should
can
add
see the
Trevor into
original
Lethal
whiteboard
Company.
drawing of what this could look like.
Yeah.
And there you see.
Well, there's a
the
mod
hill
kinda
with
like
the
'em.
slots.
Yeah.
We basically lifted off of Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah.
And then that evolved into what we eventually made as a maze.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's the very first drawing of Trevor. And on the right, you can see
The
a
fucking
concept art by
acronym.
one of our artists named Fangao.
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked at it, it had a bit of a vacuum cleaner look. You know, it didn't quite nail the fear.
Sure.
You know, which we might talk about in a second here.
Oh, yeah.
So then on the far right, you can see the centipede legs and the light and the final revision. That's pretty close to how Trevor ended up.
Yeah, it definitely it feels terrifyingly familiar in some ways, we'll say. And I, you know, kind of while we're on the legs,
Good job, Tom.
which brings up honestly another great example I'd love to touch on as well is, you know, as a guardian myself, we've felled gods, we've fought some of the most difficult battles in the universe. Whether
But you
it's
can't
against
fight
our fellow
Trevor.
Guardian or the
Yeah.
many foes that set foot inside the solar system. When it comes to Trevor in particular, it elicits a very primal, sincere fear. How did you guys kind of elicit that from players who have obviously conquered so much?
Well, I think there's this like satisfaction from scaring people that's inherent in everybody. Like we've all scared somebody, I think, at some point. It's just super fun, right?
Yep.
So what could we do in Destiny to actually make people feel fear? And the team was super excited about how to try to tackle that problem. Because you're right? Like Guardians can just jump away and we kill everything and we're just gods.
Invisible
God
and dodge
killers.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
to do it. Yeah.
So how do you scare our players in the game, right? So the
Trevor's
first
the
step
final
was drop
shape.
you in a maze.
Yeah.
There's something in there that you cannot kill. You can't jump up because the ceiling is just above your head, right?
Yeah.
So those were the first three things. This thing is faster than you.
Yeah.
So
This
you
took
know
place
you're
in the
there,
original
something
tower,
you
right?
can't kill that
Yep.
can go faster
Okay.
than you. And then of course we did the centipede bottom.
That's
Yeah.
still
I had this
funny. Something like
ridiculous
Trevor
array of
just is
centipedes, like,
deep in the
fact that you
bowels
took
of the
something
original
that is such a
tower.
fear
For
and
me,
put it
yeah.
front and center. Honestly, like it's
Yeah.
commendable.
I watched this video like a week ago where this dude takes a giant centipede and lets it bite him on the arm.
Why would you do that to
I
yourself?
don't know. I almost passed out like watching this video.
Was it what's
Centipedes
his face?
terrify me. And so I thought,
Coyote-
this thing just has to
Coyote
be sideways
Peterson or
centipede
whatever his name
legs
is?
that are made out of metal, and they just grind you up when it catches you. And then the final piece of the formula for this thing really was to put a super bright light on it.
Oh, that is the
that
social
would
space right there.
Shine as a shadow caster across.
Dude, I
your-
completely
like,
forgot
past
about
your
that.
body, so you can see your own
Yeah.
shadow as you're trying to get away.
Yeah.
And
I'll be
honestly,
honest,
like,
I think
a lot
I've
of
only
was
done it once,
inspired
and it was
by
with
the
you to get Outbreak.
anxiety that I
Yeah,
feel, and I think
I'm pretty
the
sure.
folks on the team also
Because
felt when we
me,
talked about, like,
Miles, and Colin used to
the
fucking
trope of
farm the
subway
shit out of
that's
this
coming
thing
around the corner,
just because
right?
we could.
You
It's
see
just-
that
it's all
Yeah.
Friday night,
Yeah.
just clock running out
It's
in front
coming.
of you.
Yep, you see the light coming, and then you see the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
that
like
really
even
helped
back
us
then,
Oh,
like
and they added
figure out how
breaks.
to use this thing
Okay.
as
oh okay.
freaky as
This
possible.
time, no Indiana Jones laying down on the track shopping
Ding,
for
ding,
I
the
wonder if the
ding.
walker's still there.
Trevor's gonna chew you up.
What,
Honestly.
the spider tank?
So also,
Yeah.
we found ourselves now. We're in the beginning stages here of the Whisper. We can see on
The
screen.
Whisper.
Willie, we kind of touched on this.
No,
briefly
this ain't
over the
Whisper.
course of
My
the
vault!
Whisper. But can you tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about what it was like, sort of
My
reinventing
loot!
these combat spaces and these encounters for Guardians in a modern sandbox?
No,
Does it
all
have
my
the big
my
parts
jack o'
all available to
lanterns
them?
or jack-o'-lights, whatever they're called.
Just now you saw a
Yeah,
brig in this
jack-o'-lights.
encounter, which there wasn't one before. I think there's the desire to keep the soul of the activity, which is that there's
Oh
something
yeah, what I was
positive,
saying was like back then,
on me
like
to finish this activity
I had like
quickly,
no one to
but
play Destiny
also
with, so
I'm,
hey,
going up
don't you be
against
showing
people
shit
that
again.
are trying to stop me from doing so we wanted to make
So,
sure
yeah,
that the
like,
combat still
I definitely know I
felt
didn't play a lot of
relevant to
these
the
that much.
sandbox, so we
Yeah.
added some new combatants. with
Yeah.
the brig.
So no, back then I didn't raid, and
And
Kurt didn't
we also
raid,
just
or
increased the
anyone.
number of combatants, period,
Yeah.
so that players
Items
have more
be
to do
flushed,
with their
but what?
more diverse and deadly tools.
Yeah. Guardians have plenty of those available to them.
Oh, there you go. There's the walker.
When you were developing these combat spaces as well, were there
Oh, is it
moments where you
a
really felt
salvation
like,
tank
this
now?
is it. Like we've really centered in on what was
Yeah.
great about
Oh, that's
this
cool.
mission
Because
originally,
House
but this is gonna
Salvation,
be
before they
appropriately
got the
challenging for
spaces,
today's
was
start.
supposed to be the
Yeah, I think the
people invading the
when
tower
we-
here.
when we
Oh, I know.
posted it
That's what I was saying. I didn't know if they
we had
updated it
everybody
to
load
House
up with,
Salvation, because they weren't
like
they devils
new
before?
maneuverability tools,
Yeah,
their swords,
I think
their
they were
grapples, to
I
go
think they
through
were
the
still
activity,
Dusk.
and then we were
Mhm.
expecting
Because every
that, like,
every
oh,
Fallen
people are gonna
migrated
breeze
into the
through
House of
this,
Dusk.
like,
Yeah.
it's nothing like the original
Because I know
2016
Aramis
boss
originally was trying to
become something else,
reform the
but
House of Devils.
really, all of that
Like, during
translated
this.
over pretty well. Like the individual sections
Yeah, no,
are,
Mithrax was
self-contained
in
enough that,
Devil's
like, you
color though.
can't,
That's what it was. Yeah.
bypass
'Cause that's
too
right
many
when
things
he,
by just using
broke
one
off.
new tool.
Sure.
The whole thing.
Oh man, that'd be cool if
still
they
felt
brought
like
that back.
0 hour,
Yeah.
even with your
If they have him just chilling in the farm again.
Sense. Even
Yeah.
with, we're gonna go ahead and jump forward here a little bit as well, using our dev tools to take a look at Trevor as well. So for the folks out there that want to reinstill that in themselves, now's a brief chance to check it out.
He has voice
also,
lines
too,
now.
is we're in a world where
Yeah.
there's strand grapples.
Like,
there's
ooh, I'm
shatters
gonna get
here.
you.
When it came to kind of
I'm gonna
redesigning
strand right
activities,
into
or even
Trevor.
making, I guess, alterations more appropriately on these activities.
Freeze
with
Trevor.
one like Trevor, for
I'm gonna
example, what
grapple
was
onto the back
challenge
of
that you
Trevor
kind
and
of
just
had
wait
to
for him to
overcome
turn around.
with those new movement
That's gonna be
tools in
fucking
addition
awesome.
to the combat tools that players have available to them?
Yeah, I guess philosophically, I want to make sure that if people were speccing into being highly maneuverable, then I honor that choice and say, yeah, you're highly maneuverable. Like maybe you're in this hallway with Trevor. I don't want to be ground up by these centipede legs, so I'm going to sword skate through this so that I can have a little bit of speed on Trevor. But like, you know, you still can't invalidate the challenge entirely. Trevor will still kill you if you mistime those. So they're just like different expressions of how you want to tackle these challenges, and none of those expressions like fully throw these challenges out the window.
Yeah, actually, something too that I'm seeing pop up in chat here is the mention of the timer. So for starters, there's also this
He is.
normal difficulty.
It's the boy.
Is that right? Yeah, Tom, can you tell us a little bit about like any updates to the timers in
He
this mission
fucking
as well?
turned.
So, and Willie, feel free to have him correct me if I'm wrong, but on normal, it's 40 minutes because we want to give players a little bit extra time, especially if you're new. We want this to be accessible. Everyone would get in there and get the experience. But
When
a
you're
lot of our
running down a
versions are
long
like,
hallway and you just see the red lights looking right at you and you're like,
are in the legend version, which has a 20-minute
Yeah.
timer. Correct? Yep.
Interesting. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah. In addition to these other updates you've made, are there anything or any changes you've made in particular that you're excited about that you're comfortable talking about it here, or is it just you want players to dive in and find out for themselves?
Yeah, so the whole secrets setup for 0 Hour is different. So, you know, previously we had key cards. Those have been replaced by another secret system that you'll just have to find out
Forgot about the key
more
cards.
about for
Perfect.
yourself.
Excellent.
And you know, I'm
well, I know
also
you're going to be
proud of
grinding
the
it all
boss
over
fight
again.
in this.
That's
Yep.
right. Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
hold that
be-
one close
I'm
to
gonna
the
be
vest. Players will have a
looking
chance
at
to
what
see that on their own and
secrets
see
are
Willie's
in
hard
the,
work
0
in
Hour.
person very soon. Now,
I mean,
as
you're
we
probably
mentioned
gonna
at the
be
top of the
wanting
show
to
as well,
look at the
there's gonna be
secrets in the
craftable
Whisper.
versions of these
Oh, yeah.
exotics, and we're going to check them out.
So
But there was
I'll
one
do
more
both.
example that I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you about, Rob, in particular. There was some discussion briefly
Put your phone
about
down.
Put the
acronym
fucking phone down!
Trevor. Can you tell us what that stands for?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, but
Yeah.
I had to open my phone because it's like impossible to remember that.
We all have our
Yeah.
notes.
Oh,
That's
what
part of the
Trevor
game.
stands
So-
for?
Yeah, so early on, the team, we just realized we had to figure out an acronym for this because we loved the name Trevor because it was paradoxical. I went to school with a kid named Trevor who was the nicest kid in the entire school. Just nice to everybody to
Yeah.
default, right? So I always thought like Trevor is just the nicest name.
Also, Chad, how's the sound?
Paradoxically, here's this evil thing
Hopefully
named Trevor,
it
and we
sounds
thought it was
good.
hilarious. But once we alphanumericized, is that a word?
Yeah.
Once we made that, we had to come up with the acronym. So the one that I had was Tracking Robotic 3-Vectored Reducer. 'Cause it reduces, right, Tom? It's like it reduces you, yeah. But that was our internal acronym.
Yeah.
And so when we went to GuardianCon and we did like a fly-through or like a walkthrough.
Yeah.
And so the community team, thought that we should let the fans of GuardianCon
Yeah.
decide what
Oh
the
my
actual
God.
acronym for Trevor was. And so we had like the 5 different examples. And my
That's a
tracking
good and a
robotic
bad idea.
was in there,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's one of the things. I was like, please pick mine, please pick mine.
Yeah.
And so at the end, what they decided
Yeah.
on, and they decided by loud applause, and it was like very obvious that this is what they wanted.
committee had
Oh yeah,
spoken.
it's like very obvious.
Yeah.
What they decided on was tame, relaxed, triple vac roommate. So that's the official name for Trevor.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. To the
I wanna see that in a
guys,
Grimoire
thank you
book
very
now.
much for your hard work and letting us know exactly what
Yeah.
Trevor should be called. That's really cool. I wish I'd been there for that. Okay, now we're taking a quick look at the craftable exotics as well. We're going to go ahead and start with
Oh.
Whisper of the Worm.
Oh.
Tom, can you tell us a little bit about what players who are kind
Oh,
of
box
Oh
breathing.
god, it's getting box
or want to
breathing.
build
Mulligan!
What are they gonna have to do to
Mulligan!
all this?
Yeah, even before we get into the crafting, like I've got my notes.
Watch
here.
Whisper turn into a fucking, like, PvP gun.
Sitting on my shoulder.
Yeah.
helping
I
me
mean,
out
that
here.
might be what they're
Um,
trying to
and
do here.
Was it
wanted to
always
retain
solar?
The fantasy of both
Yeah.
these weapons,
Okay.
both of Whisper and of Outbreak, and Whisper, it's a hard
Steady rounds,
precision weapon
alright.
where you're in the backfield. Like, and if you land your crits, you're rewarded, and you can sustain a ton of damage on a boss or enemies with a large critical area.
Ogres will be felled.
Ogres would be felled. Servitors.
Oh, don't stand a chance. Yeah.
And then with Outbreak, the fantasy is all about spreading the plague of
The
Seaman
plague.
Knights.
Certainly.
and we'll be able to get to that in a minute. But
So I think we're looking at Whisper right now.
yeah, so specifically with Whisper and
Go on, show us the
Outbreak,
third
for both of
column.
them, with both these crafted weapons,
Third
they'll both
column.
have,
Seventh
a
column.
craftable barrel, magazine, traits, and stock options. The barrel
I
magazine options
fucking
will let
hate
you,
that.
like, really push
I
your
literally just
reload.
counted all the columns, and there's
Like,
7
you might have,
columns.
like a max stability Whisper if you want.
Yeah.
There's the
which is
catalyst, the 5
that's
perks,
great
and
for a
then the
weapon that's not just, like,
finalized.
hitting
Yeah.
repeated critical hits.
Fucking
certainly,
Bungie, man,
in
I
an
swear.
area. And then specifically for the perks,
I think that's been the
Whisper, and
case
both the perks on
for
Whisper and Outbreak
most.
are
Mulligan!
by engaging in our secrets week
Mhm.
over week, and both of these exotic missions,
Mulligan!
you'll be able to unlock them. And for Whisper, it starts off with Mulligan, which is the classic perk where if you miss your shots, they get refunded.
Black
But
Hammer,
if
baby.
You, upgrade it, you can get Field Prep, which will give you more shots, which equals more damage.
Yeah.
And then there's No Distractions, which will allow you to, keep under fire, hold your aim on your target better. And there's also Enlightened Action, which is for more forgiving reloads. So there's, I think, a lot of options for different,
Oh,
players and
okay.
different play styles and different
Yeah, no,
skill
I'm keeping
levels there.
Mulligan.
And then
Yeah.
just
You got me fucked up to think I'm getting rid of Mulligan.
Is that
Yeah,
it's
Mulligan
getting
is
a
really
reserves bump.
the one I'm
So it's
looking
going
at
to go
as well.
from
That's right.
18
Whispered
in reserve,
breathing, it's called?
24 in reserve.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
So you're going to have a ton of ammo to be just like
I
make it a
didn't see
sustained
what the
damage
perks.
monster,
Yeah.
which is
It was the
super
only
exciting.
one.
So ultra precise.
It was only
No, I
Whispered
mean,
breathing.
like the-
We never miss a shot. We'll have even more. Why are you guys laughing? Why are you?
The text
Sorry.
underneath.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
No, that's really exciting. We also we have Whisper the Worm,
Yep.
in addition to Outbreak Perfected now joining the pool of craftable exotic weapons.
Hey.
Let's take a quick look at Outbreak as well.
They're gonna
while we're
leak
here
something by
hanging
accident.
out
Okay.
in the Enclave.
I was waiting for them to leak something by accident.
Kind of, second verse same as the first. Same question. Can you tell us a
There's
little bit about
8
some of the
perks.
perks and updates
Interesting.
that
Ooh.
players will have available to them? With,
Obviously,
their
Outlaws
options
there.
to craft Outbreak Perfected.
Yep. And so in addition to barrels and mags, it has its classic outlaw perk is back. So you get your fast reloads on final blows, which works really well with Outbreak. It's all about also landing precision hits to either spawn nanites or to kill enemies and spawn nanites and spread that Siva energy around.
Spread the plague.
Spread the plague. And then the second one, though, that we're added here is Rapid Hit, which plays right into that. So, like, you land your precision shots, you get
Which
more
one are you
stability, you get faster reloads.
The rapid
Nothing,
hit?
I just wasn't
Then
expecting
another
Rapid
new
Hit
one is
or
Rewind.
Rewind.
Rewind wounds.
Rewind
wounds.
rounds.
Say
Sorry,
that
I should say.
fast, yeah.
Try
They-
it out.
He just flubbed on it too.
Refill
Yeah.
your reserves to minimize your reload. So, like, if you're hitting shots,
I
you're just
choked
thinking
on a
of getting
fucking
more ammo.
crushed pepper
Yeah.
flake.
Really, like, kind of interesting.
Perpetual motion machine? No, perpetual death
So
machine.
yeah, it's like, do you want the reloads, or you just want to keep shooting?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And then there's also a head seeker, which I think maybe for PvP or for certain play styles, or like
We
you're
want rounds.
less, focused on your critical shots. That's something to think about as well.
Right.
In terms of catalysts, if you already have them,
Yeah.
you're golden. You can craft those. If you don't,
There you go.
play the legend version of Whisper and 0 Hour, and you'll have a chance to get them.
Very cool.
So that's still in there. And then, as I mentioned, for unlocking,
What do you
these-
say for
these
legend?
new intrinsic perks that you can slot in.
Yeah.
It'll be like a 3-week
I didn't-
mini quest line that rolls into the secrets
fine.
for each of these. And Whisper is coming at launch with Into the Light,
Exciting.
and 0 Hour is coming in May.
Perfect. Okay. So be a chance to go ahead and
Damn.
sink your teeth into 0 Hour for a while before
Sorry,
you go ahead
Cola.
and change your attention and start unlocking another one of the storied exotics of old.
Yeah.
Also, it's worth mentioning that there are more than just
Guys,
craftable
Cole is
weapons
seething right now.
available as rewards.
No,
in these
I'm
missions.
crying, but
There's
again,
some
my mic
tried and
doesn't
true
pick it up.
ships now. We were talking a
Oh.
little bit about this earlier, but as someone who still to this day wears a
I'm doing the little.
yeah, like we know the feeling of getting that ship and finally having that I was there moment. The ships are making a return as well, isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
For both Whisper.
Let's
and
go,
for 0
baby!
Hour, they're coming back. Is
Oh,
it the
that
exact
one guy
same
is gonna
ship,
be
or
fucking
are there gonna be
mad.
changes on them?
No, these
What?
are actually new.
Nothing-
assets,
there's
right?
one
They're
guy
new
in the
ships,
chat
so they won't
that
be the
was
same.
like,
They won't sit in the same spot in your
um,
inventory. And they
don't bring
are
the missions
updated to look
back
really cool and
when
new,
we
and I
were
think they're
showing off
exciting,
the
especially
Whisper
we took
mission.
the old
Yeah.
drifter ship that
Yeah.
was, I think, not really loved particularly by the community because it was literally scrapped together from spare parts to
Right.
get built. And so we did a really nice
It's
pass on that.
it's
So
funny how they
um,
say this because
it's
Bungie
inspired by
said
the
that they're
look
going to be
of
bringing
Outbreak
everything
Perfected,
back.
Yeah.
and I
But
think
they
it looks
took
great. I
away,
think the
so it's
community's
like-
gonna love it.
And I
John,
love,
we
and
have
that's the thing
the
too. I don't mean to cut you off, but like that's the thing that they
uh,
bitch about is like,
a new
oh,
design.
why they shouldn't have brought it,
So
or
you
they
still
shouldn't
have
have
your
took
old
it away in the first place. Well, you're getting it back,
And
motherfuckers, and it's
if
updated.
you
Like,
have that
what the
equipped,
fuck else do you
you're sure
want?
that you're OG,
Yeah.
you got it
That's
back
why I
in the
fucking
day.
hate this community
And the new one is
sometimes.
gonna look like the new one, so there won't be any mistaking the
That's
old
like
one.
I want to.
Very cool. Excellent. So those
always
players who
say
wanna go ahead
too,
and
like
continue
there's
to build
good
up their
people in
collections,
this
again,
community,
this
but
is
it's
just
mostly
the
drowned out by
and they
pieces
were
of
there
shit like
originally,
some of
but
the
they
people in
wanna
the
go ahead
chat.
and join the 1,000
Yeah.
Winners Club to a degree.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Like I'm so tired of
Chance to go ahead
Destiny
and
hate.
unlock
Like
those,
everyone just jumps on the fucking
unlock those as
bandwagon.
well. Excellent. Well, I think we were actually about at the point of the show we're going to go ahead and get ready to rotate over to the PvP map pack.
I was
But
about
for
to say,
starters,
bro, I was like,
let's go
it
ahead and make
ain't
sure
it
we
ain't
thank
over
our
yet.
incredible team of playtesters here, going ahead and showing off the missions for us. Ashley, Peyton, and Michael, thank you all so much. Very much. There we go. We're getting some waves from the backstage. Thank you all so much for the time. And of course, Willie, I think this is unfortunately the time now we bid you adieu to go ahead and transition into
Get the
the
fuck out.
PvP map.
See you soon.
Awesome, Willie. Thank
Bye,
you.
Willie.
Bye,
We are now,
Willie.
joined by another member of the Bungie development
Good
team,
work, good work.
a staff artist here who has helped made many of the PvP maps that you've also known and loved, the one and only Mr. Cooley Callahan. Cooley,
Watch them
welcome to
bring
the
back
show.
some maps and people are just gonna bitch about it and
Good
say
to
it's
see you. Thanks for
recycled.
having
Yeah.
me here.
Absolutely, it's been so long.
I mean,
It's
that's
been
what's
so.
gonna happen.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's full circle.
Yeah. Now we were
I
talking
have
a
a
little bit
feeling
before
we're
the
gonna
show
get
about Cooley.
the
I'm going to go ahead and do us all a favor and put Cooley on the spot to a degree. Rob, we were talking a bit
the
about
Leviathan
Cooley's history.
PvP
We
map
were.
back.
Can you tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about the man sitting just to your left, the contributions he's made to the PvP pantheon?
Yeah, well, one of the things that was really important for us was to make sure that the strike team was stacked, that we had the best designers on the strike team. And so Cooley is certainly one of those. He's a 6-year veteran of the PvP team who's shipped over 11 maps.
Yeah.
A lot of them are fan favorites, and I'm not going to steal any more of Cooley's thunder. I'll just let him talk about some of that.
Yeah, it's not everyone's a banger. I mean, there's definitely some apps that people would want some words with me.
Like Disjunction.
We'll save that for later.
Yeah.
But what are
Yeah,
some of the
just
best?
Hi,
Hi,
Cooley.
Cooley.
I think
Cooley
Burnout,
Callahan.
Burnout, it's
He,
such a classic
him.
map. It's
Staff
Sal's favorite.
artist.
And then Midtown is another map that
Some
turned out
guy's a
really well. We
paid
built that for
actor.
Countdown, but I was just chatting with another Destiny fan at the dog park the other day, talking about how well that map supports all of the different engagement ranges, which is definitely something that we try to do. We try to create places for players to use their favorite tools.
Yeah.
And then there's Anomaly.
Today with
And
kind of a
Meltdown,
primary focus
my two
on,
favorite
you were mentioning
maps.
Earlier, I think it was the 3v3 kind of competitive side of things was sort of a focus for these maps.
Man, fuck
Absolutely,
competitive.
Yeah, I think early on, a lot of the direction that we got was we wanted to bolster that competitive gameplay experience with new maps, tweaks to the modifiers of some of the modes, and so we, in our play testing, really focused on the competitive playlist and really centered and put those experiences at the forefront. And then, all Destiny maps, can suit a variety of modes, so we also made sure they worked elsewhere. But for the most part, we really did want to provide new experiences and just breathe a little bit of new life into the higher, maybe a little bit sweatier.
You know what I want?
Gameplay.
I want
You
Asylum
were staring
from
directly at me when you
D1.
said sweaty, but that's fine.
That and the big map
We'll
that had
let
the
it go
grav
now.
lifts on like Mars or whatever.
Actually, briefly too on that topic.
I want
before
both
we
them
go
maps.
into the guided tour of
Yeah.
these maps. Having had so much time to sort of be a part of building the tapestry that so much of our PvP happens on, what were some of the key lessons that you've kind of taken away from having built those maps and seen them go through everything from trials to quick play and bringing forward those lessons into these maps?
Yeah, I think one thing that is always at the forefront of our minds is,
Man,
trying
they
to
did that
strike
in Trials?
balance between, providing the playground for players to express themselves and express their guardian and their play style. So a lot of verticality, a lot of movement, and then balancing that with making sure players understand where they're getting shot from, and creating a satisfying PvP engagement that doesn't leave players, cursing the map or feeling like they don't understand why they died. So we want to make sure that players have, we want to provide a choice for players that's always available to them to riff and to work with their team to use the map to their advantage. So it's a balancing, like a complex gameplay space that allows a lot of movement and freedom without opening it up so much that you're not understanding, like, geez, I can get shot from so many different places.
Certainly.
So we really, it's a little bit of back and forth. We'll open it up, we'll try some things. Especially this time around, we tried some stuff and got into the weeds a little bit. But I think that's all part of the discovery process.
Crucible?
Finding
No,
the
they're
things that you
angels.
wanna create, and so go a little further, maybe too far in the openness and Swiss cheese, and then
The openness
bring
and
it back
Swiss
and make it a little
cheese.
bit more focused and really dial in the engagements that we want.
Excuse me.
That's awesome. I mean, speaking of getting in the weeds, there's no time like the present.
Weed?
Shall we go ahead and dive on in?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Who's got weed?
Cool. Diving on in.
Yeah.
All right, we got the first of 3
Treat?
maps to go ahead and show off. This is the
No treat.
We have
Damn.
one on Europa, one on Neomuna, and then one on one of the pyramid ships in Essence, I believe.
Oh.
is an
That's right.
Oh,
invitation.
okay.
So this
Alright.
is the first one. This is here on Europa. Cool.
Oh,
can you tell us
shit.
a little bit about what we're seeing
Oh, this
here
one
today,
looks
or where
cool.
we are.
That's pretty.
Yes, so this map is called Eventide Labs.
I was about to
and
say, it's on
this is
Eventide.
a long
Mhm.
forgotten human colony research outpost on Europa. And
Hey, you got
uh,
5 minutes
it so
left.
happens that Aramis has chosen this location
Oh.
as a refueling station.
That's
for
cool
her
as
catch.
shit.
So here you'll see.
Mhm.
It's the
first
catch
step
from Catch
above the
Crash.
horizon is her cache in the-
It's
the-
Spider-
My
Catch.
favorite season. Fuck all of you
Yeah,
for
so there's
shitting on it.
that's
Dude.
hooked up to the catch to
Oh,
provide
that's
that
cool as
nuclear
shit.
elixir you need. And so we really wanted to situate the maps in the universe.
That'd be cool if it was like cold storage from Halo 3 where the fucking monitor thing follows you around the map.
Presence of Fallen here,
Yeah.
set
When you're in that
amongst
room.
the,
I mean, might still.
abandoned human.
Because we know that they
you
can
know,
do
icy
that
crushing
with like
structures
that
in the
one
past, which
room
And he-
inside
really
the Catch
fun.
Crash.
And he's no clipped right now,
environment
so
to
he
work on. We
can't
definitely
can't
want to
detect
bring
it.
in as
Yeah.
many new palettes as possible because there's so much great environment art content.
That's really
Palettes
pretty.
Are really cool.
Mhm.
We want to use those in PvP.
This would
where
be
we
definitely
can
like
just,
good for like a Destiny
different
machinima.
palettes have
Like that's a
different
good
values
shot
that
right there,
leads to
right
different
behind the
gameplay
catch,
spaces.
like right on that cliff.
Also, when it comes to kind of
Like having
finding
two people
these
have,
different
like,
places
some
in the world,
dialogue or
Rob,
something.
having kind of looking at these
Ooh,
different
it's
artistic
flooded.
lines, what were some of the challenges or even kind of exciting opportunities potentially of finding
flood in Destiny?
new places for these
Yeah.
maps to live in the more modern era?
Flood
of
music
Destiny we've
plays.
been experiencing more recently.
Well, we really wanted to make sure that when we do an update like this, it's a major refresh to the map rotator, right? Like we're adding quite a bit of variety here. We wanted to make sure that we had 3 distinct different places and places that players haven't seen a bunch of times. So
Right.
fortunately, we had these available to us, and I'm looking at it again now. I mean, I'm not getting sick of looking at this. The team does such a good job.
It's gorgeous. One of the cool things is just how purposeful everything feels in the world.
Imagine if they
as much
did
as
do
it's
that,
so
like make a
forward,
Halo
feels
map in
like walking
Destiny.
into a
Mhm.
truly recently defunct,
Mhm.
human colony or whatever.
It was
the
like
case may
a
be.
like an homage
and
or
the
something.
frozen world of Europa. I mean, they all have their advantages for PvP, but the frozen ice walls of Europa
There's a
are
chest in there.
perfect
Get
for
it.
multiplayer, and I'm sure Cooley's going to talk about this a bunch.
Yeah, actually, also too, Cooley, if you wouldn't mind, as people who have heard me talk too much about Destiny PvP would know, Dead Man's Tale and I get along a lot. Can you tell us a little bit maybe about some of the sightlines or opportunities that I'll have to maybe rack up some additional kills as I dive into this map the first time?
Totally. If long range is your thing, this spot out here is definitely the place for you.
Oh, he's
There's
cheating.
one
Ban him.
spawn that happens for one team over by C and then one over by A, and so in these competitive modes, if you've got an objective out here,
Oh, that's cool.
this sight line is really important to lock down. So this is a spot where you're gonna have 2 teams poking and peeking each other, and then rushing over here to.
So
try
we're doing
to
custom
get to
games in this, right?
This zone and lock it down, and
Yeah.
if you're
This
rolling
is
with
a
that,
new anomaly.
that long range kit, you can
Oh, yeah.
hang back.
It might be.
and Sort of
I mean, hey,
lock
it's a
down
lot
this little
bigger.
space here so that
Mm.
you can provide cover and maybe support your team from being harassed down on this point.
And the servitor doesn't move.
We also have sort of this
Man.
the sight line in the middle, which will be pretty fun. It's definitely going to be a race to for each player or each team to kind of get to this spot and lock down this sort of portal here to ensure that you can push into this space and kind of control the middle. But as you can see, there's lots of ways for players to come in and flank. So
That bridge in the underneath reminds me of was it Wormhaven?
Unless you've got the support to do it.
Where like the bridge is that
Make sure
leads
you
to
throw
where
those
B is,
grenades right off
and then
the
there's the
rip,
under
basically,
and the
if you're running
top.
out of spawn to try and
Yep.
conquer that territory as best you can.
Yeah, one of the things I love about these ice caves is, it provides a lot of opportunity for grenades, like trip mines and
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
nod and say yes, as if I know what you're talking about.
The shapes.
If
here
you
are
see it,
just
you would know
really
it.
Fun to
Yeah.
play with.
All right.
It's one of the
This is,
Titan maps.
One of 3 maps. Let's go ahead and prepare to go ahead and move on to the next one here really quickly. We've got coming up next Neomuna as well. So finding a place, on
Is it in the Thrillodrome?
makes sense for PvP. Probably seems pretty natural, honestly, given just like how rich and vibrant and exciting of a place it is. What was it like, even starting from an artistic standpoint?
Fuck, I'm trying to remember what was Cal's
This
ship
was a
called?
really exciting map for the team.
Oh, was it the
It's a
Typhon
shopping /
Imperator or something like that?
entertainment
Yeah,
center for the
Typhon
Exos
Imperator.
on Yomuna,
Should have a map on there.
So there's a lot of really
It was funny they said a
decoration
pyramid
and
ship because
spaces
that was
have a
something
lot of
too that I
characters.
thought would have
There's
been
a lot
really
of
cool was to have a
recognizable
map on a pyramid ship.
things,
Yeah.
scale.
I was like, the closer we get
have
is
we have a
disjunction.
map on like a
Relatable,
pyramid
yeah. We don't always
structure
get that
area on
in
Seventh
all of
and
our
Stone
palettes.
World.
Yeah, it's
So,
disjunction.
This is also an
But
opportunity for
nothing
us
like
to
on
have
a
really
pyramid
clean
ship.
Oh.
architectural
It
map
looks
that has a
cool.
lot of
That's
This
pretty.
reminds me of
crisp
fucking
edges and very flat floors.
that
So,
one
all
hotel
of
map
the-
on Halo
definitely
Reach.
the more competitive players and the
Reflection?
the more PvP
I
diehards.
Don't know the
The
name.
one-
they
the one with the
came to
lift?
This map and it's an instant
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, it's Reflection.
People are
It is in the Thrillodrome!
right away pleased
Let's
with
go.
how
Are
reasonable
you
it is
in the
to play
Thrillodrome?
play a couple times and
I
you're-
love that
you
place.
understand that it's all about this.
Oh, these
centric
those
atrium
elevators actually
that
work?
is really open
Huh?
and kind of has
The
this big
elevators
pit in the
actually
middle,
work.
and then,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
this
you would
area
lift
down
up to
here,
the-
which
the
is,
second
a
or
lot
the
of
third
objective
floor.
spawn, and there's
And third floor is
some
where the
special
sniper
ammo
rifle
down
was.
here, but then there's also this place over here where the heavy ammo spawns, and players will oftentimes just pop up here to do a quick check and maybe like,
Yeah,
try to
everyone
get
in the
a
chat's
cheeky
like,
kill on
Halo,
somebody who's
Halo.
maybe
Mhm.
running, from cover to cover, but you can't hang out
Oh
here
shit,
for
that
very long
it does
because
look like
you've got
Reflection.
So many different
Yeah.
angles at which
Holy
you can,
shit.
get shot from, but that's kind of like that balance of what I was talking about before. Like, we
Wow,
wanna
yeah,
provide
that
but we
really
wanna
looks
make
like
sure that,
Reflection.
it's not too powerful or
Ivory Tower if you're a
it's
Halo
still-
2
it's a
player.
risk reward, right?
Yeah.
You're making a trade-off, and the players who are using the map well, who understand the map, will be able to use it to their advantage.
Yeah, actually, also too, to kind of focus on the readability. I remember overhearing some discussions with you designers talking about the clean zone in PvP. Can you tell us a little
Okay,
bit
another
about what
good
that
shot
is and
right
how
there
you
for
kind of helped
Machinima.
inform the design of this map?
Nice little
Yeah,
club.
definitely. I think the clean zone is something that a lot
Yo,
of,
or some of the iconic fish in there.
a lot of developers.
Yo, my
really
fish in
use
there.
to, sort of create
I think
this
those are
space
some of
for,
the exotic
Mhm.
the player to pop. Right?
Hey, yo,
To, like, really
third-person
stand
Destiny,
out in the
third-person Destiny?
environment. And so for us, it's about where the
Watch, people are gonna say
and so
something about
map
this on
is,
Twitter.
just
Yeah.
Like
one
good,
of
like a good
the
thing,
examples of
which
how
I
it can really
cheating.
provide for a good PvP experience to have this sort of
There's a
mark on
bar.
the wall where you can kind of expect players to reside in.
Yeah. Till they jump
Aw,
around
I
and,
can't
and
go behind the
strands
bar.
suspend you in the air, and you're just left there cursing the heavens for a little while.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm speaking on my own behalf. This is looking fantastic. Yeah, this is, I will say, one of the maps that, having done a little bit of play testing myself, I still have to give you credit for perhaps one of the most diabolical heavy weapon spawns,
Oh,
heavy ammo
yeah.
spawns, rather, I should see, in any PvP map. Like,
Nah, fucking- the one on the Dreadnought's the worst.
Or so you think, out to
Yeah.
that particular territory.
Right.
As you guys were even building that balance,
Man,
in,
I want
being
no
consumable
clip.
from the map. Cooley, what was it like, sort of having that
I wonder
process
if we're even
evolve or-
allowed
or
to go
grow?
down.
Yeah.
'Cause it looks like that might just be a kill barrier.
Typically when
It
we
probably
start
is.
laying out a map, we just kind of start with control.
It's like
because
everything's
it's
on
a-
this,
it's a
like,
good base
level.
point.
Floor,
So
yeah.
It requires 3
And then those
very
two
well-defined
doorways probably
combat
wrap around.
pockets that have an
Yeah.
objective in them. But then from there, we start mapping out the other.
That's a special
objectives that
ammo
might exist
crate
on
right
the
there.
map, like the heavy
Mhm.
ammo
The green one, yeah.
Yeah, they
And I
added
think
in
we've
special ammo
kind of
crates.
gravitated more
I'm
toward
assuming
having
just
special
because of
ammo
the,
live next
The new,
to
like,
some
nerf
of the
they
other
did.
objectives on the
Yeah.
map, so you're not constantly having to make a choice of where should I go. But we kind of map those things out, and
Hey, heavy ammo's in.
it's sort of a formula.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a sort of a order of operations, so to speak. Of you start with these big strokes. You go to the next stage and start making sure that you've got space and combat pockets for maybe Dominion or some other game modes, and things just kind of fall into place from there.
Excellent. All right, and we got one more map to check out as well.
They should
for
really
time
make a
those who wanna
playlist like
continue
Call of
our
Duty
guidance
does, where
tour,
it's
we're
like
gonna make our way
when new
over
maps come out, like
to the
24/7
pyramid
playlists
just
for
to
them.
check out the final PvP map that'll be releasing in this pack. As we're flying in, I gotta give you guys credit. Like the space that exists inside those pyramid ships that's being terraformed by the Traveler looks just absolutely incredible. But this is the first time you guys have had a chance to really flex your muscles and build a PvP map.
Is it on the Witnesses ship?
You know, Rob, just to start from your perspective as we load in, what was it like developing this, you know, playground for Guardians? That's
The map is just in the starting room of Ron.
Yeah.
I think it was really
Oh, I'm sorry,
tough,
the boss room.
You know? Like I remember there were quite a few iterations of this map, and I know Cooley's going to go into more detail, but like from a high level, it's a pretty inherently noisy palette. You know, Cooley was talking about the clean zone.
Dude,
There's some
he looks
palettes in
like
the game
whatchamacallit.
that are just
He looks
very
like
visually
Michael
noisy.
Rooker.
So the geometry is noisy. They create a lot of shadow. And a lot
Whatchamacallit.
of highlights.
Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy.
And then the
His actor.
textures and
Oh,
shaders that
yeah.
are on the geometry,
That's what-
those can be noisy.
That's what he looks
And
like.
then there's the clutter of the
Oh,
palette.
that's
So when
so
you,
cool.
when you have
Oh.
an environment with a lot of entropy,
And they
there's
use the diss
rubble
again.
everywhere, there's like garbage
Yeah.
strewn around, or
They're
plants
dissing.
hanging down, like we often do in Destiny. We have to declutter. Some of like the European dead zone maps, for example,
Yeah.
are highly cluttered. And so this was an example of one of those fairly entropic, high clutter palettes that the team had to kind of wrangle into shape.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Cooley's going to talk about that process because it was quite a process.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, Cooley,
That's
I'd love
so
to
cool.
continue and just start there. You know, taking this space on a pyramid ship and kind of making it suitable for a PvP map. What was that process like for
It's
your
very
perspective, kind of
open.
from more of a design side?
Yeah, it's again a process of back and forth.
But that's good
we
though,
start
so
with
not
mass out.
all three
And
maps
mass
are
out
like,
is
you
the
know,
simplest and
Extremely,
cleanest
like-
yeah,
mass
real
out there.
tight, like
And,
you can find someone in
from there
seconds.
we start,
Yeah, like, very
developing the
claustrophobic
spatial
maps.
character of the map. And one of the things we like to ask ourselves is, what is this place? And even with a more abstract palette like the Essence ship, it's worth asking that question.
Is that what
because
it's
we
called,
can
is Essence?
leverage spatial
I guess they
archetypes
keep
that
on
just
saying
kind
it.
of like naturally resonate with people. So
Resonate?
Resin?
here we
Ayo,
have in this map
new
these
subclass, new
beautiful
subclass?
cuts,
Yeah.
during dueling ziggurats, and inside of them is this artifact or shrine. So maybe this is like maybe this part of the ship is a
Oh, there's
collection
that
of mysterious
branch thing
artifacts
again.
that the witness has collected. And so we lean on those things to give a little bit of rhyme and reason to
Is
a
that raid
space
in the
that
background?
Otherwise
Was
is
it?
completely abstract.
I don't know. It looked like
and
it.
That
Turn the
that's
fuck
also
around
very
again.
useful for us in terms of we can make any kind of space we want. Like
Just
we're
Like,
not limited
we're
by
still in like
architectural constraints,
the witness's
but,
ship because
Yeah.
the
it
Netherrack
can be
symbol
it can
is
be
there.
tough
Yo,
sometimes
what if
to
he?
orient
What if he's just like
players
talking to
on
you
the
during the
map.
whole match?
Um,
What if he's the
other things
announcer?
like doors,
Be like,
or,
5
you know,
minutes
like
remaining.
TVs or you know, any sort of human scale architectural pieces that kind of clue you in. So
Yo, I got
It's also,
I
too,
got
is,
kill,
we were
love,
talking
spread
a little
eagle.
bit before the show, Rob, even about what it was like from
I
a
just
design
saw some guy
standpoint,
highlight his own
bringing in
message
external
being like,
testers
"Stop
to try these
crying
maps out for the
babies in
first
chat."
time. Could you tell us a little bit about that experience and kind of as
Oh,
you
that's
I
cool.
think phrased it, discovering your own blind spots?
That looks
Yeah,
like
well,
a
we've done
Mhm.
this before for years.
It does.
Really.
That little
And
flower
we
head.
did it
Yep.
again
Like-
here, and it was, I think, really successful because, it was 2 days. They ran through these maps when they were still in development. They weren't too far enough along where we couldn't make some.
There's a
pieces that we could-
Travathussy.
Yeah.
And they found a lot of stuff. I mean, for this map, for example, we thought it was in a pretty good place.
Yeah.
And a lot of things were called out. They didn't pull any punches.
It's
got
gotta be close to where Ron is.
With the feedback.
Yeah.
And it wasn't super easy to hear it all, but
Sure.
when the team listened to it and we took tons of notes, and it was also about they gave.
I think
feedback
it's
on
Further
our maps as
away
well.
just for the
But
fact that
lots
like
and lots of map feedback. It was incredible.
we're closer to the Traveler in this map, where in Ron it feels like you're a little more further away.
We don't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so valuable to do that in these.
But like you
campus
said,
settings where they
it could
were,
be in
they're
the
very
distance, and we
well-known
just missed
PvP
it.
Maybe
players.
some folks in chat, who knows? But
Yeah. Yeah, but
You know who you are.
we really
Yeah, there's a
were
tree right there.
careful about who
Yeah.
we brought in because we wanted people that would be very pragmatic. They weren't interested in their own, YouTube monetization strategy
say
or
pragmatic?
how they particularly make
Yeah.
content.
Yo,
They
who did
wanted
knock
the
it up?
game to be in a great place. They wanted
Triangle
PvP
is
to
not
be in a
centered.
great place for the community and for Destiny.
Absolutely.
Right, and they were carefully selected that way, and great communicators who could articulate the feedback. They could really speak to what they were experiencing, and
You know, it'd be
and what
really
we
cool
could
for a
do to
pyramid map.
fix what they were
Make like a big
experiencing.
open one,
And
like
man,
disjunction, but like
Cooley can
kind of like the boarding
really,
action part of Ron,
say
where
what he
you have to
thinks about
shoot
it
the
too,
grav
but
lift
I was
things.
just blown away by
Yeah.
how valuable that was. And
Like remake
we
that
definitely
Destiny
wanted
1
to-
map that I said I wanted to come
Yeah,
back,
cool. Can you tell us a little bit
but
more about that experience
make
on your
it
side as
pyramid
well?
themed.
Totally. I mean, it's so fun to like. Those are some of my favorite.
Then
moments
again,
when we
the
can get a bunch of,
lifts never really
you know,
worked
super
100%.
fans in the community
It's okay.
in and show them work in progress stuff, and they can actually.
Then,
give us
you know,
real,
if it fails on you,
actionable
then that's just a
feedback
skill
that
issue.
We take back to back to our desks and talk about it, and we discuss how.
Yeah, if you get sent to the third floor instead of the second, that's just a skill issue.
Yeah, exactly.
This
If
content
you go
is
down
for
instead of
them,
going up,
and-
that's just a
and
skill
the
issue.
way that
Exactly.
we need their approval. Like we absolutely, that's our.
I think
our-
that's the first time I've
that's
seen
our
Heavy
goal.
Ammo
That's
just
our
chill like
goal is
that, like
to,
not up
create
against
content that
something.
they're gonna love
Yeah.
playing, and that they're excited to play, and that their communities are gonna get excited to play, and sort of learn together and build strategies for. That's the funnest part of the job.
Yeah, I mean, also, Cooley, on your side in general, what are you most excited for players to experience once this gets out into the world with Into the Light?
Yeah, I'm excited to see these maps rotate into trials. I'm excited for players to have a totally new trials experience that, is going to be a sort of an experience of discovery of these new spaces and new strategies and
I think that
for players
is.
to
I think off on the left
also,
is where like the
meta
pulse
isn't really formed yet. I mean,
part
like,
is. We have to run
sort
away
of
from the
know how
pulse.
map plays, but it's always
No,
a fun
'cause
surprise
the
to see
pulse was
in the
Nezarec.
wild, just how
Huh?
the map ends up,
We literally went
sorting out
around
and
in a
what people
circle
end up doing,
throughout
and,
the entire raid.
Right.
we're really looking forward
But
to
the pulse
just watching what happens.
the pulse
Yeah.
section was
I
just
mean, I count
walking
myself
around the
among
back
the
of
many that are
Nezarec's
excited to go ahead
area.
and dive on
Oh,
having
okay.
more playgrounds to go ahead and dive on in on trials, no matter what the case is. Maybe try and go ahead and actually get some more competitive rank. Cooley, thank you so much. for
Dude, I
taking the
just
time
want to
walk
look
us
at
through
these
this.
just to
We really
fucking
appreciate
like
it.
look out into
My
the
pleasure.
distance.
Excellent. And
Mhm.
all right, well, we'll go ahead and use that as a moment to conclude the quick tour of as well of the PvP maps. We got a quick question from chat from Jakasor asking about are we going to get a playlist or mode? It'll be just these new maps during Into the Light, and the answer is yes. When they launch on May
thank
7th,
you.
we'll have a 3v3 playlist to go ahead and talk just about these items. Or rather, let you play just those maps. Rather, we're talking about them today. They're all going to be playing them very shortly. All right, well, that so far wraps up the first two segments of our show. But we've got, as I mentioned at the top, a few more announcements for you as well.
Hey,
So
let's
you may have
go.
heard us mention the word Pantheon in the TWID last week, or even on the show here last week potentially as well. We have got a brand new raid boss gauntlet rather, starting on April 30th. Now, there'll be
Raid
more
boss
information about this
gauntlet.
in an upcoming TWID. You'll have more details to dig into shortly, but you will have the Pantheon coming up, where you'll have an opportunity to face grueling raid bosses in a weekly challenge with escalating difficulties and rewards. Now, this is a chance for you to go ahead and
Escalating.
rally your clan or the perfect fire team with Fireteam Finder, if you're able to track them down, to go ahead and track down those exotics, adept weapons, any emblems you may not have gotten your hands on, but we have more details for that in
Oh.
the coming weeks. Keep an eye on the Twitch.
Is this how they're bringing back the old
Thank you for your hard
weapons?
work putting that together. Two,
Maybe.
when you
Ooh.
dive on April 9th, actually rather before we get there, I'm sorry, we will have the opportunity to you'll have the opportunity to get a title through your course of Into the Light as well. So if you dive on in, go ahead and unlock all the triumphs associated with the seal, you'll be able to march into the final shape with a brand new title, Brave, as well. So make sure, go ahead and get those big challenges bit offs, that way you can handle them.
I'm a
as
brave
I like
old
being
guy.
wanted.
and let the
Huh?
witness know that you're on the way.
I like being wanted.
And we have
Yeah.
three really cool things hitting
Wanted.
on April 9th when Into the Light launches. The first one is, if you're a new player, you got a buddy who's just jumping into the game for the first time, and you'd rather not hang out with Shahan and the Cosmodrome, then you have an opportunity to go ahead and just join the front lines. You can skip the
Hey,
New Light
nice.
campaign, give Shahan maybe a high five on the way
It's
out, ask him for a weekly
Protheon.
bounty when you're back later, but
Give New
you have a
Light.
chance to go ahead and the Hall of Champions, grab the gift of the Thunder Lords if you so choose.
Oh, you get to
and
pick like
get
your
right
kit and
ready
stuff.
for
Cool.
battle alongside them. So
Yeah, let's go. Voidwalker recommended. Let's go, baby.
Choices out of the gate.
Best
The
subclass.
barriers to dive in with your friends have never been lower. There'll be a chance to go ahead and dive on into everything you're seeing with Into the Light here.
Oh, that's really
also,
funny.
We have a couple more things. We have some questions in chat about this as well from Itzepsky and Atlas Live TV. But on 4.9, you'll have the opportunity to also change the way your hair
Okay, there we go. I was
So,
wondering about that
You'll be
too.
able to go ahead and change your hair.
Let's
if you didn't like
go,
your haircut,
baby.
If you want to go ahead and change your face
What do you say, the
paint,
9th?
if you want to go ahead and risk it to be one of those
I
guardians who
didn't
goes
hear what
helpless in the
day, but I
tower,
think
I'm not
it's
sure
the
if I'm
9th,
brave
yeah.
enough, but I know many of you are. Your chance will be arriving very soon with Into the Light. And there will also be an opportunity to change your name. So, Guardian 4681 out there.
Yes.
With the launch of Into the Light, we're also going to give you one more name change token. If you already have yours sitting around, I believe you have 2, but our friends in DPS will be able to answer that question for you.
Let's go. I got
That
2
as well once Into the Light launches. Now, there's a lot.
I'm scared.
But we also have one more.
I'm really
thing
scared.
For all of you. Next week, we're going to be joining you again for a special developer preview of some gameplay for Destiny 2: The Final Shape.
Oh.
Here, wherever you're watching live.
Oh, what the fuck? Come on, man.
April 9th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific. Where you'll get a chance to basically again.
It's when the fucking thing comes out.
Hard at work for some
Yeah.
stuff that you
Don't play Into the Light, man.
And over the course of that show, Twitch drops will be live. So there'll be another
cool.
emblem which you can see here live on the screen that'll be available after about 15
cool.
minutes of view time. If you haven't gone ahead and also unlocked the emblems that you got as a result of this show or that we're having available during the Into the Light streams, then you have a chance to go ahead and spend some more time unlocking those as well. But that does it.
Well, I guess I'll see you next week for the live stream.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Thrilled about what we've been able to show off and thrilled about what the team's been working on.
That's cool, though.
So thank you for taking the time to join us.
I thought it was an April
Chat,
Fool's
we
joke,
see
to be
out there.
honest
Have a
with
good
you.
time. So thank you very much for taking the time to be with us today. Also, it goes without saying, but we'll go ahead and do so anyway, to the incredible team here at Bungie, building Into the Light, making all of this, the teams that you guys have been kind enough to represent. Thank you all so much for all of your hard work. We're nothing without the entire teams that we have here. Teams are obviously greater than heroes, and we're firm believers in that. And you're all great examples of that whole scenario.
No, you
to
are.
Our play testers as well. That help us bring this show to life. To
You know, I just
actually
realized
here behind the scenes.
his flannel
Thank you so much
is
for
Callus
showing us
colors.
some of the cool new content, and of course, all of our guests, to Tom, to Rob, to
I love this
Cooley,
music.
to Willie, to Noah, to Kelsey. I'm not forgetting anyone, am I?
Chris.
To Chris, thank you. To the one and only Mr. Chris Proctor as well. Thank you all for joining us. And now that is about it. So we're gonna.
Dude,
keep
I'm
this
so
bringing to you
pumped for this,
live
man.
until about
I am
11:30,
too.
I believe. So you can go
We've
ahead
got,
and
like,
get a little
so
bit more
much
time racking
going
up
on.
the last bits of those
in the
emblems.
next few weeks.
But in the meantime, that's it for all of us here at Bungie. Oh, also, I'm sorry to the team of producers here.
Yeah,
everyone here that makes this show possible.
They just turn it off,
they're
like, fuck
making
you.
look good on camera, so obviously their work is cut out for them. Thank you all so much for helping bring this show to
To the
life.
producer.
And now, finally, we're going to go ahead and sign off. And reminder, Into the Light launches next week. But in the meantime,
And you'll
take
get
care of yourselves,
Icebreaker.
Take care of each other.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all Star Side.
So, I don't know if they'll still do it, but, here, I'll just mute this now. So, I can tell you this now because, obviously, Into the Light's already been announced and everything that's going on. So, the leak that I seen was Into the Light was supposed to, which, obviously, not thinking of it, just seemed like a big fever dream. Because, you know, knowing Bungie, they probably wouldn't do this. It was supposed to give, like, some of the reprised raids, like, their remaining weapons and stuff like that. So, like, you know, like Black Hammer and, like, some of the other ones. They're also, we're gonna bring back, I think, a couple missions from, like, the older campaigns or something like that. Icebreaker was supposed to come back. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones, because there was a lot of stuff. I can't remember. Oh, and there's supposed to be a mission where you link up with Crow, like right before you go into the portal, and it's supposed to be like Nezarec, like the villain in that or something. Like it was something to do, like Nezarec did something, like he's still, his essence and his mind are still alive, so it's like something to do with that. So it sounded really cool. It sounds a lot cooler than the way I'm explaining it, because, you know, I suck at explaining things, but
that's all right.
But yeah, it looks good. What map do you like the most?
I think I like the Europa one. Actually,
I'm kind of with that too.
No, I like the Neomuna one, to be honest. I think the Neomuna one really got my attention.
I really like the Europa one. I like the Pyramid one. Like I love Ron's like aesthetic, but like I say it all the time, like I love winter and I love snow and stuff, and that's just a very calming thing for me. So just seeing that, it's really cool. Also, anytime I think of Europa, I just think of whatchamacallit, Bife's one video that he made about what was it, Aramis, or was it just like, I forget what it was, but it was the the thing. It was the lore tab for Athrus's Embrace, and it's a it's an Elixni like lullaby or something. But he had speaking of too, wishing her a full recovery on her her surgery that just happened last week. Miss Kenner, who was a Destiny content creator, sung the lullaby, and it was so good. It was really fucking good. Like, you know, like I'm not, you know, I'm an easily emotional person, but like I never like cry at music most of the time, but that really got me. And at that time, like I sat there after that video was over, it was like I really don't want to kill any Elixni anymore.
Yeah.
And I had that in my head for for like a good like month or two. But yeah, that Europa one looks really cool. It does remind you of like Cold Storage a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that's good. Whisper and oh my god, what the fuck's it called? I'm sorry.
0 hour.
0 hour. I'm sorry. I didn't do that on purpose.
No, I figured you didn't.
Yeah, Whisper and 0 hour look really good. I'm really happy with the way that they're gonna be crafted too. I think that's really nice.
Mhm.
I wonder if you'll get any like new ornaments maybe with that too.
Maybe.
That'd be cool. Like they said, they fixed up the boss for Whisper, so I'm really, I'm not gonna get myself hyped up about it, but it would be really cool if they kind of give Rolk, Jesus Christ, fucking Zol the the like that kind of respect and stuff with like having him as the boss in the mission. Like I know he's a strike boss and shit, and like that's the canonical thing, but like this would be really cool.
Like all those talks of like the Zol being the raid boss.
Mm-hmm.
Everything like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. When everyone was like, "Well, how's he going to get on the Leviathan?" I used to think that too, because like, can't they fly too?
Yeah, they can fly.
Or I know Yol can, but I don't know about the others. But that's how I thought of it, was like I thought like he would have been on like the Leviathan and he kind of like wrapped himself around like the giant spire and shit. Like that's how I originally thought Spire of Stars was gonna be. But yeah, like I think it looks good. It would be cool too because like, obviously Zol's Whisper of the Worm, so it's like it'd be cool like if it's him like mid like metamorphosis or whatever, like him transforming, so it's like maybe have him like takenified or something, like that taken color.
Yeah.
Like obviously he's not taken, but it's just like he's starting to like turn himself into Whisper, and it like takes a bit. And then after you kill him, he has the same like topple over, but when he disintegrates, it's just like Whisper the Worm's just like right there. That'd be cool. But like I said, that's probably just a pipe dream of mine. So, so we, I don't want to get my hopes up. What was it too? It was Valista Arc. It was one of the wanted captains from House of Wolves, and then it was another boss, and I can't remember what it was.
What are you referencing?
The Whisper bosses.
The Whisper boss.
They were taken versions of.
Oh yeah, no, it was a Minotaur. I don't remember what it was.
Hold on, I can look on Destinypedia.
Yep.
Don't forget to stay to get your emblems. Let's see
To Arc aspect of war, Drevis aspect of darkness, Urzok aspect of hate.
Was it the Spawn of Crota? Mission Urn of Sacrifice. And it
Don't
has
forget to get your
Necrochasm.
bright dust.
Oh yeah. I've honestly been forgetting. Urn of Sacrifice is a quest given by Erismorn after completing the Rise of Crota quest in Dark Below. It rewarded the player with Nightborn Guard, Acolyte Rug, and Thrallskin Brace to depending on the Guardian's class. It was made unavailable after taking... Dude, I do not remember this. Purchased an urn of sacrifice from Zur with 1 strange coin. Killed 25 and return to Arizona. Oh! Oh, I know who he is. Okay, so he was that really strong knight that was right in front of the loot cave. Where he was just like a normal like knight that had a cleaver sword. I know who he is now. So you remember like where you would normally stand for the loot cave, and you'd sit there and shoot. You know, there's that like on the left. There's the like the facility door, that's right there, and like ads would spawn from right there on the left. He would come out of there. He would come out of there, I think, with like Thrall or something. But he was really like a pain in the ass to kill. Like he wasn't like unstoppable, but he was like he was tanky.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Warmind too, I love how the person that comes up on Destinypedia's thing on the top left is Anna Bay. Because of his here it is. Because of his immense difficulty to kill, his arc shields near immediate regen, Urzok's title is particularly adept among the Destiny community. That's very true. Okay, so yeah, that actually is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else? So we had the maps. We have that. Honestly, like, I just want to take this moment, to be honest. Like, I normally don't want to, like, entertain this or anything, but I really just need to fucking say something, because it just, it irks the living shit out of me, and I know you can't escape it no matter what, but like I say all the time, like, I can't escape it, and it's, like, it really irks the shit out of me, is I feel like this fucking community and everyone else that knows of the franchise Destiny really needs to chill the fuck out. Yeah. And honestly, like, so I'm not throwing them under the bus, but like I just want to, and they're not doing anything wrong. I don't want to, you know, say that and start any drama. But like one of the servers I'm in, immediate talking about Destiny is immediate shit show. It's like, oh, you know, Bungie did this and that, and Destiny does this and this. It's like, listen, this is a good fucking update. If you don't think this is a good fucking update, then I'm sorry, but you're a fucking idiot. Like, this wasn't gonna happen. If Final Shape came out on February 27th, this update would not happen. You would not get all the Crucible weapons back, or all like the fan favorite ones. You wouldn't have gotten fucking some of the Leviathan stuff back. You wouldn't have gotten any of those weapons back, or this new beautiful social space, or I mean, we're still gonna get the maps anyways, but
yeah,
still, like, you wouldn't get any of this stuff. Exactly.
As fast as they have.
Exactly. All this shit would still be sunsetted, and everyone would be bitching about it on Twitter. Like, it'd be like, oh, well, Bungie, you know, they won't bring back stuff. It shouldn't have gone sunsetted in general. I understand that. Sunsetting was a fucking stupid-ass idea. But to play devil's advocate here, you gotta understand this, because none of you are game developers. I'm not a game developer either, so I shouldn't really be saying anything in general, because I don't know what the fuck, you know, the first thing about making a game is. I tried before, but I have very minuscule, you know, insight of that field. But, fuck, I just lost my train of thought. Shit. I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, I just drew a blank. Holy shit. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. But yeah, like, it just, the hate for this game just really gets to be, like, too much, honestly. Like, it's fucking bad. Oh, sunsetting. Okay, hold on. That's what it was. Playing devil's advocate with sunsetting. You gotta understand, too, like, when they were talking about that in Beyond Delight, like, they were almost very close to not being able to patch the fucking game again. Like, I don't think people understand, like, the problem with that. Like, obviously, the game is showing its age. Like, even back in Beyond Light, this game was showing its age. But they're still able to add stuff and everything. So it's like, they stopped it for now, if that is true. Because I know people will be like, oh, well, they're probably lying. Like, they stopped it for the time being. But you still gotta understand that there could have been problems with that. Destiny 2 is a very bulky game. There's a lot of stuff to do.
Oh yeah.
And just because, you can't have certain things anymore doesn't mean you need to fucking have a hate train on it. Yes, I understand. Your hard-earned money was spent for this. I understand. I completely understand that. But you gotta understand it from their standpoint, too. Like, they got fucking, at the time, Activision down their necks. They just left Activision when Beyond Light was coming out. And now you have Sony down their necks, too. So it's like, and not only that, then you got these fucking piece of shit higher-ups, like, Peter, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't give a shit, honestly. Like, you got, like, these higher-ups that won't listen to the developers and shit, where they actually do want to add stuff that the community's been asking for, and they can't. And now you gotta hear these fucking dipshits on fucking Twitter being like, oh, rebalanced refreshed content. Oh, we want new stuff, but then when we get new stuff, we still gotta bitch about it.
Mhm.
Like, there's a balance to the force. Like, exactly. Thank you, Jamie. But yeah, honestly, like, I'm getting sick and tired of fucking the hate on Destiny. Like, I really am. And you could call me a shill or whatever the fuck. I really don't give a fuck. But this is my favorite franchise. I love this franchise since day one, and I will continue to love it. And trust me, it's not perfect. There's shit that I don't even like in Destiny. Like, I completely understand. And, of course, some of the complaints, too, I do understand you. But, just ahead, but honestly, like, people need to start, like, admitting to there are good things in Destiny. Like, this update. This is an absolute W. There is no L's in this whatsoever. Like, okay, there could have been more weapons. I completely agree with that. But, like I said, this wasn't supposed to be made, and they had a time limit to get this done. And to people bitching about the time gated shit, like, dude, like, it's time gated no matter what, so I don't know what the fuck you're bitching about. So, like, the ornament thing, you only are able to get that ornament up until June 4th. Then after June 4th, like, you can't get the brave, like, ornament for those weapons. It's just their normal, boring selves and stuff. I mean, they still look nice, but still, like, you have until June 4th, and it's free. Like, I don't get why people are bitching about this update anyways. It's fucking free! They could have slapped, like, a $30 fucking price tag on this like they did with the 30th anniversary, but they didn't. You know why? Because they're being fucking nice. They're trying to make do with stuff and, like, try to get us back on their side and stuff after all the bullshit that happened in October. So, give them some fucking slack here. Like, it's enough. Like, enough's enough. Like, trust me, I know everyone misses Red War. To the couple people that miss Curse of Osiris, and I know people, miss Warmind and Escalation Protocol and all that, like me. But, hey, guess what? Not everything lives forever. So, womp womp. But, it just, I just get so tired of just all the negativity in this community. It gets so fucking tiring. It makes me not want to play the game anymore, honestly. Like, I know that's not, like, a big deal for, like, some random Joe Schmo or something that this random Epsi man and stuff doesn't want to play Destiny anymore because community toxic, but
Yeah.
But that's how I feel about it. Like, honestly, that's one of the parts of why I don't really play it anymore, like, until, like, a new content update comes out, is because, I can't talk about stuff that I like because it's like, I don't feel like getting the or, I don't feel like, hearing about it and stuff anymore. It's so, like, I want to sit down and have a normal conversation about Destiny or something. Have a nice conversation about it. Not like, oh, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Like, okay, like, maybe, all right, well, maybe they should fix this, or they should do that, or, you know, it just not always bringing up this fucking drama and fucking, you know, bad side of things. I want to talk about the good of it and stuff. Like, that's the whole point of playing a video game, is to escape reality and stuff. Like, escape this piece of shit of a world and stuff. Like, it ain't getting any better. So I'd like to imagine I'm in a world where, you know, I can run around as a fucking space soldier with, you know, superpowers and shit, and face, you know, unfathomable, like, gods that would never exist. Like, shit, dude. Jamie said, "Oh my god, you like something cool and interesting? How dare?" Yeah, exactly.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
that's pretty much how it is, though.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's got to change. It really needs to change. Like, in this world, like, people are just way too fucking toxic anymore. Like, or just jump on the hate train. Hey, you like this? Fuck you. This is why. Like, why? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, we're all the same people. Well, I mean, we're not the same people, but still, like, we're all unique in our own ways. But in the long scheme of things, we're the same species of the same, like, you know, genetic makeup and stuff like that of you know, the human, you know, species. Like, why waste your time hating? Like, it takes more time out of your day to hate on something than to just say, like, okay, that's cool, you like that, awesome, you know, good for you. Like, why? Like, just be nice to people. Like, fuck, man. Like, honestly, that's why the only reason why, too, and I say it all the time, the only reason why I'm on Twitter anymore is literally just to promote my shit. And, you know, if I find some cool artwork on there and stuff, I'll show them that support. Besides that, I could give less of a fuck about Twitter. Oh, and porn. Gotta mention that, too. And you gotta mention that too. But still, like, that's the fucking... That's the only reason why Twitter is even on my phone. Like, if it wasn't, then okay, I would have deleted it, or I would have deleted it long ago. I have before. Like, that's just a fucking cesspool of bullshit. And it's not like you could get rid of it, because then they'll all migrate to somewhere else. Yeah. And of course, yeah, like Jamie just said, like, it's a yin and a yang. Like, you can't, everything just can't be positive, because then you're just, you know, then that's just be like, you know, almost like being like passive aggressive or something, or just, you know, like something like being positive but also being negative at the same time, like, you know, or it's like a positive way of being toxic and stuff. So no, I do understand that, but like, we need to find a nice balance as a society and stuff, of like being nice to everyone, and then, like, if you have to be mean or bare your teeth to something, then you know, you find those right moments to do so. Like, it shouldn't be over like, oh, you like these Star Wars movies, then, you know, fuck you. Or like, oh, you like Destiny, you know, did you know that, like, this and this and that about the game? Yes, I do, and guess what, I didn't need to hear it. Or, perfect example, Jamie knows this problem. Oh, you like wrestling? Oh, did you know it's fake? Well, no shit, it's fake. I know it's scripted. Like, it ain't fake, it's scripted. like that bullshit. It's just like, goddamn. It's like, quit ruining the world. Make good out of it. Like, you know, you wouldn't want yourself to be treated like that, then why do you treat others like it? Like, you know, if it's like a problem that happened with you, if mommy or daddy didn't like you very much, or Uncle Joe Schmo wasn't the kindest to you, or loved you a little too much, like, why take that out on someone else? You know, that's why us as people come together and stuff, is to help others when they go through stuff, or, you know, do something like that. Like, don't take it out on people. Some people don't deserve it. And then some pieces of shit like Goose's dad do deserve it. Because, you know, hashtag fuck Dean. Fucking piece of shit. Like, he's a perfect example of, like, you know, that, like, where people need to be a lot nicer. Like, that poor man puts Goose through hell, and, like, and I'll be honest, sometimes he does, you know, I don't want to say deserve it, but, like, he asks for it and stuff when he does, like, certain things, but, like, that dude literally treats that poor guy like he's fucking 5, and, like, it's a perfect example of, like, where we need to be a lot better as a society. Like, There's no reason for it. There's no reason to put down your kid and stuff every time he's happy about something or actually passionate about something. He's showing what he wants to do it for, for a living or something like that. Like, it's just like, fuck, man. Like, it gets to be enough. Like, it depresses me.
Mm-hmm.
And like everyone says, oh, well, don't worry about it. Like, you can't just say don't worry about it all your life. Like, some things have to change, or some things, or do something about it. Like, you can't just say don't worry about it. That's the same thing, like, fucking, back in the day with, like, one of the things that happened with Rooster Teeth. Like, they were saying that, like, you can't just say, oh, just ignore it over, certain abuse or whatever was happening and stuff. Like, you can't just say don't worry about it, or, oh, just walk it off. Like, shit's gotta change. Oh no, what do you say? Oh no, what I mean is, negativity is what would feed the mass, because people only care for themselves. Positivity walks among the people who need and walks out. Oh no, I got you. But also too, yeah, like it is a yin and a yang. It's like light and dark. You can't just have full light and no dark. Like, it's like in Destiny. Like, you need a little bit of darkness to go with your light. Like, if you have too much light, then it's too bright. If it's too dark, you can't see shit. So it's like, But yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
We have complimentary cookies in the shape of spread eagle. Dude, I want to do that. If you ever like come over or something, or if I go over, like, I want to make spread eagle cookies.
Yeah.
Just make all the hive rune symbols.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know that too, spread eagle is a running joke in the community.
Well, in our group especially.
Yeah, where one of the hive runes, like the symbols, is spread eagle. Or we call it spread eagle. Excuse me. And there's a certain someone in our community that doesn't like it, and it's just really funny.
Mm.
But yeah. What I want to see what my progress is on that emblem. Nope, those are subscriptions. Okay, those expire. Oh no, my subscription to Cyrus expires on April 5th. Oh, womp womp.
Yep. Looks like you're gonna have to watch ads again.
Oh man, want a break from the ads?
Yeah.
Click now for Oh, but what did hold on. Jamie wrote, yeah, every light casts a shadow in Kingdoms. Why you gotta bring King of the Hearts up, man? Make me upset. Yeah, I'm close to the second emblem. I'm close. I'm close. You close? You close? You fucking close? But yeah, so that's my thoughts on everything. Like it or not, Oh well. You don't like it. Sorry to be blunt about it, but I don't really give a shit. Oh well, womp womp. But if if you're with me on that, sure. Good for you. Either way, good job. Good for you. Good for you. Because that's where the quote comes from. I know, but it makes me sad. I think of the funny noodle lady. Anytime I think of the funny key sword game. Where Mickey Mouse is like, oh, I got a cloak now. Oh, I'm the master of masters. Oh, I actually just had ramen too for lunch. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, funny bird man. Would you like to play anything, or you want to call it for right now? You're going to go do your own thing.
Probably gonna do my own stuff for a little bit.
Wow. No, I'm kidding. I was whatchamacallit if Goose was here. I found this channel that's making a RVB like fan series,
Hmm.
and I seen a clip on their YouTube shorts, and dude, I shit you not, like, so he responded to Paul, what's up? The fight scene he did for the latest episode, I shit you not, the lighting looks exactly like season 8 during the Wash Metatext fight. Like, it's so spot on to the lighting, but then it also has like elements of like seasons 10, like 9, 10, and 13 like fight scenes. It's really fucking cool. But the channel's called Blue Flame Studios. But chat, if you're down, I might actually start watching them. Yeah, send all the hugs. Here, I'm gonna do mine. At hug at yes, I can't spell. At everyone. There we go. Oh, I didn't hit enter. There we go. But yeah. What's my Discord message? Oh, it's just me going live. Alright, that's all good. Alright. But yeah, everyone be sure to check out Cyrus on the Twitch.
Yeah.
And you know, go follow him if you like some Honk Shnu, Honkai Star Rail, or some Genshins, or some Spooderman. Did you didn't finish
Dark
Miles
Souls.
yet, right?
No,
Not
no,
yet.
I've only done two streams.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, be sure to check out that. Yeah, if you like Dark Souls or Star Wars or Destiny. Were we playing Into the Light? I forget if we.
Yeah, I'm doing Into
We
the
are.
Light with
Okay.
you.
So then I guess we'll watch the. Okay. Excuse me, I'm trying to talk, Twitch Guru. Excuse you. This is my clip. I already know it.
Ayo, Birdman, why you doing acid while live?
I'm
Yo,
not doing acid while live.
Birdman, why are you doing acid while you're live?
Huh?
That was the clip.
Oh.
When you're doing the one puzzle in Spider-Man 1 where you have to match like the genome things.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, why are you doing acid on stream? But yeah, I guess we'll just watch the live stream next week then, and then just jump right in.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta release an actual shirt of this because I don't want to sell it like this, because I could get sued. Well, then again, it's under parody, but still, I want to Epsiify it. But yeah, the science. Yes, the science. All right. Oh, you already did the shout out. Thanks, Jamie. But yeah. But yeah. What do you When's your next stream? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Genshin or Honkai?
Honkai.
Honkai. Okay.
I'm gonna be finishing the story, hopefully.
Cool. Are you still in the dream stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be the major parts of these updates.
Oh, okay. Cool. Because I watched your last one for a little bit, and I was like, oh,
Mhm.
like it doesn't look like the dream stuff anymore.
No.
'Cause
yeah,
I liked
we're-
the ambient music. It was very like soothing.
Yeah.
Mm.
The dreamscape area is still very,
Yeah.
very nice.
That's what I was gonna put in chat and stuff. I would be like, when you're in the battles and stuff, you weren't using Kafka, and I'm like, yo, where's mommy at?
Yeah, she didn't have a real place on my team since there was no electric there.
Man. So I assume it works kind of like Pokemon, where like you got to match up the types and shit.
Well, you don't have to,
Mm-hmm.
but it does help just because like you can, what is it? You can break the shield faster, which allows you to attack the health bar.
That's fair. Oh god, remember the fucking like deer thing you were facing before?
Oh god, don't remind me.
Dude, that was hard for me to watch. Yeah, just because it was just so like it was rough. That was rough, buddy.
Mhm.
But yeah. Um, but yeah, chat. Let me know if do you guys want to watch this on stream? Because if not, I might just when I end stream, I might just watch it on my own time. I might just do that honestly, or I might save this for another stream.
Yeah.
Because this dude has like machinimas from like 10 years ago.
I mean, you could do it tonight.
I could, you know, that's actually a great idea. I might actually do that. See, here's my problem. I don't know what to watch first because he has stuff called Sidewinder Chronicles,
Mm-hmm.
and that's from like a few years ago. So I don't know if like I watch that first or is it Avalanche? Because Avalanche is called Avalanche, the Sidewinder Saga. So I'm assuming watch Sidewinder first. But if it's kind of cringy or anything, I'm probably just gonna get right into the action parts. Yeah, we could probably do it tonight and see how I feel. But like, I'm not gonna officially say, "Hey, it's tonight," but let me see how I feel tonight, and then if I feel like streaming and stuff, I'll do that and maybe get a couple people in or something. But we'll see. All right, let's go find someone to raid. Let's go bother somebody.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of our favorite noodle lady, someone from her community is actually live right now. His name is Fly with Falco, who he's I don't know if he's still in training or he finished it, but he's training to be a pilot and he likes doing the Microsoft Flight Simulator, so we'll go give him some love. According to Twitch, he only has he's got 2 viewers, so go show him some love. So if you could stay for the raid, I very much appreciate it, everyone. You get 250 cans of Pepsi, and you go show some love to someone that I support and always love watching. So yeah, hands up this. Oh, and spelled this wrong. Hands up this is a raid. All right, you put that in chat so you know you come from my raid. You have yourselves a great night. Be sure to go check out Cyrus's stream tomorrow. What time is it?
1 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Hey, let's go. I knew that, but I wanted him to say it. It's free real estate. But, yeah. So, be sure to check out Cyrus. Be sure to check out Jamie. Thank you again, Jamie, for stopping by as well. As always, best mod. And thank you, Paul the Dude, for stopping by as well. But, listen, next week's it. We get some new Final Shape gameplay and Into the Light, so I'm fucking excited. This week cannot go by faster. So hope you guys have a good one. See you guys when I see you. I think the next stream is Wednesday. I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, because we're doing Halo Reach. But yeah. Anyways, stay chilled. Stay out, brain. Always remember, love your motherfucking faces. Peace out.